Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to another stream from the SolForge Fusion Digital Client. I'm Jurch coming at you for day 2 of 5 of this week of streaming that celebrates the release of set 3 of SolForge Fusion the last winter. Due to some technical difficulties, I am unable to be patching in my opponent for this morning, Gawgeous. So we're just kind of chatting on Discord, and we're going to do a best of 3 match that is going to be played with sealed last winter product. I'm going to talk about the deck that I'm going to open up some 4 decks here, and I'm going to talk through what I would be playing and kind of simulate if this was a sealed event. I'm going to show off some of the new features that SolForge Fusion, that the digital client has going on, and play against Gawgeous. And I will be reading off any of the direct comments about what Gawgeous is sending me related to our match and things like that. I'm also going to be articulating a lot of my plays, so then everybody can get inside my head a little bit more. If you are interested in finding more SolForge Fusion content, our Twitch channel, which is where most people will be viewing us, including we've got Radis that is chatting already. So good morning to you there, or evening, depends on where you are in the world. Twitch, the Stoneblade YouTube channel, which this will be appearing on in a few hours. And then I have the Stoneblade OP YouTube channel, which is where this is also live streaming on. And then we upload it to the mothership in a few hours. We normally stream Mondays from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, and Wednesdays from 6 to 7 Central Daylight Savings Time. But because we've got a new set coming out this week, I wanted to be streaming all 5 days. So you can find me streaming from 7 to 9 p.m. on Monday and Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm streaming at 7 to 9 a.m. And then on Wednesday, I'm doing from 6 to 9. So it's a marathon. We're going to have a couple of other people that will be challenging me throughout the week. And I'm just going to be opening a whole bunch of my last winter Kickstarter product for you all, and then doing some sealed and really diving into this new set. If you caught last night's stream, I was getting introduced to a lot of the cards and mechanisms and interactions. So I played suboptimally, more so than usual. And there were a few things that I wasn't quite doing correctly, but let's hope that today we can kind of iron some of that out. Oh, and it looks like we've got Sprocket 95 in too, so we've got a couple of people. All right, I like that we're catching people this early. Without further ado, let's get to the fun stuff. So, SolForge Fusion, the digital client homepage or landing page is looking pretty much the same. We're looking to spruce this up a little bit for the last winter. I don't know exactly when that change is going to hit, but it's going to be really cool to see things decked out for celebrating the new set. What I want to highlight today is Shop, which went live this week. So if you're clicking here, you will be able to buy a last winter faction deck for $5.99. So that's one faction at random from this new set. We've got this one-time bundle that you can purchase one time down here, where it is a full set of alpha decks, for $6.99. So for less than $7, $7, you can be getting 4 decks, just bolstering your collection very quickly, very cheaply. Then we have the last winter booster. So for $19.99, you can be getting a digital booster of the last winter, 4 faction decks, one from each faction of this latest set. And then what I'm trying out today is this last winter Phantom decks. So if you're not quite sure what you're going for, how you're feeling in this set, you can try this for free. And these 4 decks will be automatically added to your collection. Again, free of charge. The only catch is they're going to disappear on July 1st. So it's just straight up, you've got an opportunity to try some of these decks out to see if you like the new set. If you're worried that you don't think you're good enough to actually play, then you are able to try this out for a month. And if you're kind of leery about doing sealed, you'll have this opportunity where you can try this out for free. It doesn't cost you any money, and then you'll have the opportunity to get better at set 3 and then have the confidence to be jumping into sealed events, including we have one that is going on 12 hours from now. You check out the events page on SolForgeFusion.com. You'll be able to sign up. It's $5. You'll get your own sealed booster from me. So you'll have to reach out to me like half an hour before the start of the event. I'll give you codes for your sealed booster. And then it'll be a 3-round Swiss event. If you win 2 or 3 of your matches, you get to keep your decks for free. If you win 1 or 0 matches, then you lose out on your decks. Unless you reach out to me after the event, I will walk you through the procedure before, during, and after the tournament in 12 hours, where then I will send you an invoice, and then you pay $10 and you can save those decks forever. So it's half price. You get to test these out, see if they're any good, if there's something you want to buy, and they're half price for what you'd normally have to pay. So that's a pretty sweet deal in and of itself. But let's jump in. Oh, actually, let's see. Any thoughts on allowing for buying a specific factions deck? So Radis is asking about this one up here. For like or $7 for a specific faction. I think the algorithm for what is tied to clicking this button here is with it random. As soon as you start to put any parameters on it, it makes it exponentially more difficult. And I'm not very familiar with the engineering side of things, but I think it's like prohibitively difficult. Like, I'm not going to say impossible because I don't know, but as far as I understand the system, any limits you try to put on what could be attached to creating a random deck or a random set of decks makes it so much harder, if not impossible, to actually execute. So if we said, oh, we want it to be just selling decks with Gawgeous in it, click that. I don't think that is possible with how the computer or you know how the equation, the algorithm sets up creating these links. So that may be a someday proposition, but I know for right now that any limiting factor we try to put on something like this, it makes it too difficult to be able to create. But I think that would be cool to be able to have your choice. I know that it's a little beyond what we can do right now, but that is a good question, and it's something really to look forward to in the future. So I'm going to buy these 4. I am going to then talk you through what I would be looking for in each of the factions, and then come up with the sealed, and then I will ping Gawgeous, and we can start playing. Okay, so my Alloyin is the Riding Girded Conquest Scouts. That is a mouthful. We've got Crux Cobalt as our Forgeborn. The Brigard Carrier is always a solid card. Metamind Overseer, so we've got some minion generation. Metamind Warden, so I'll be able to activate to reduce a creature's attack. Mobilizing Engineer, that's got a little bit of armor synergy. Portatron has some armor. Shield Droid is giving armor, so we've got some synergies here. Stabilizing Prophet's pretty good to have. Energy Surge, Alloyin Monolith, and then my favorite, Drone Hive. We've got pieces here. We've got pieces. We don't have enough upgrade synergy to really make Metamind Warden sing. Because, I mean, we've got Energy Surge, which is upgrading, and then the Alloyin Monolith. So we've got a little bit. I think that this could be a nice support faction. We'll see what we unlock with the rest, and then that'll determine what my pairing's going to be. The Unexplained Allies. We've got Circe as our Forgeborn, Cold Heart Brute. That goes with Exalt Synergy, and we need other zombies. Devouring Spirit. Ooh, Devouring, I like that one. That goes with Spell Slinging. When you play a spell, give up to one creature minus attack and health. I like that. Hibernating Revenant is nice and big. Horrific Devourer, that also is Exalt Synergy. Stalking Reaper. Aggressive and Stealth, I like that. And when one of your creatures damages the enemy player, it gets increased attack. Vile Amoeba, that one hurts a little bit, but then Zimus kind of offsets it. Circe's Call, that's good with spell slinging. Excuse me. Immortal Echoes is fun. And then Sacrifice Chamber as a pretty good Slay Exalt. I'm a little underwhelmed with this Necrium. It doesn't have a whole lot of hard removal, which I'd be looking for. The Devourer is okay. Having a Devouring Spirit, it will work as well, but with only with 3 spells, which is average. It's not great. Not great, but it does have a little upgrade synergy with Immortal Echoes, so maybe we're thinking the nerd route on this. All right, Tempest, Innumerable of Distress and Mystic. We've got Sunder as the Forgeborn there, and I like having Gathering Storm at deck cycle 3 because I think that most matches should be ending in the 3rd deck cycle. So that's the Forgeborn ability that I am most focused on with any of these. I very rarely look at the level 4 Forgeborn ability, even in Sealed. Okay, so we've got Ardent Giant, just a big creature. Echoing Gale Carrier. So that is moving an Exalt, and then playing an Exalt for free. That's interesting. Firebranding Brawler. The Brawler I didn't use properly last night, in that the deploy is it battles the opposing creature. Unstable Vortex, and then a lot of spells. Burnout, Chain Lightning, ooh, Disintegrate, Flamestoker Ritual, Deep Frost Hills, which is still kind of bugged, and Everflame Spirit. So this one could be really fun if we're getting spell sprites out, but it doesn't look like we have anything that's going to be getting spell sprites out for this Chain Lightning to really pop off. I still may try this, and I definitely would be leaning this way in a sealed environment, because Chain Lightning is very good. We've got other ways to be pumping up creatures' attack. We have soft removal, like the Flamestoker Ritual is dealing a fair amount of damage, so is Disintegrate. Deep Frost Hills is a way to be pushing back creatures to elongate, to prolong matches. Everflame Spirit is, I guess that does get a spell sprite minion, and then it's reanimating lower level creatures as well. So this definitely would be one that I'm going to lean into in, if I had been playing this in an official sealed event. This is one that I would very likely be going with. And let's finish it off with Uterra, and it looks like Gawgeous is chiming in. The Firebranding on Brawler, that's spicy. Yeah, so that's probably the route we're going to go. You're probably going to get to see that in action. So we've got Oros here with the Cons of the Wood Dream. Arrogant Slayer. Oh, we get Echo Wolves. Nice. I love Echo Wolves. Ferocious Breakwood. Okay. The Hardshell Beetle. Springbloom Sower. That's giving both players health. That's actually between the Springbloom and the Sower. That's giving a lot of health. Stout Decayosaur. Toxic Etherhound. Druid's Chant is pumping things up and gaining health. Might of the Trees is playing a minion and then doing a little upgrade synergy. Little spirit synergy here. Okay. So I'm definitely going with the Tempest, and I'm looking for being able to get multiple creatures out, so then I can lean into the spells on this side of things. So whichever faction is going to be giving me multiple creatures, so good bang for my buck. And well, Cersei's Call kind of does that. And Alloyin with the Brigard Carrier, the Metamind Overseer. I actually think I might be going Alloyin and Tempest on this. All right. So let's fuse a new deck. Tempest. There we go. And Alloyin. There we go. So now we got to figure out it as always with these, it's an experiment and we're going to see what it's like, but I do like how these two could be working together, where the Alloyin is going to be getting creatures on the board and then Tempest is going to be trying to buff them up. So let's see. Crux Cobalt, Synaptic Siphon, giving a creature minus attack and a creature plus attack. And then could be pushing them back with Mind Wipe, giving creatures minus attack, and then they lose all printed abilities and get Defender. Or I can be striking and then Gathering Storm. I think that's the route I'm going to go. So we're going to try these Phantoms. Going dark, don't want to cheat. Appreciate that, Gawgeous. And now for this event, Gawgeous is also using Phantom decks that they opened up. And Gawgeous, are we not friends on Steam yet? Uh-oh. Let's see. Or I must have just missed it. Uh, okay. Well, then, while I wait for Gawgeous to shoot me that friend request, I'm going to look into what I'm going to be leaning into with these decks, and we're going to do a best of three. So if something isn't working out, then we will be able to iron that out between rounds. But I've got a lot of opportunity to be having big creatures. I mean, all of these, the Firebranding Brawler is going to be big. Unstable Vortex is a big butt that's going to be gaining attack based on spells. Brigard Carrier is going to be putting out gizmos. Oh hey, Paynex 910, early morning SolForge Fusion. What is this madness? Yeah, my friend, we're celebrating the last winter, so I'm streaming 5 days this week. Is that you, Gawgeous? Oh. Oh, Gawgeous, yep, that is you. See, when we all have different identities, nice, should be fun. Yeah, I'm showing off the Phantom decks that you can get for free. So you just log in and then you go to the store. and then you can open up some free decks for a month. All right, Gawgeous. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun yourself. I'm going to be talking through my plays and figuring out what my opponent is working with here in this sealed setting. Okay. So I've got Ardent Giant, Deep Frost Hills, Disintegrate. That one is tough when you're on the play because I start with the Forge. So I only have one opportunity to potentially use that. We've got Energy Surge and Shield Droid. So I like this Shield Droid if I can get an Exalt in that lane. But Energy Surge is a really strong card that I like leveling up, and I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to later on. So I'm a little bummed because Deep Frost Hills is still bugged. Otherwise, this would be a really good card to start with. I still will because having an Exalt is going to work with the Shield Droid. So we're still going to go like that. Raiders, the Phantom decks are a nice touch. It is pretty cool. And will there be a way to keep specific Phantoms if you get a God? No. These Phantom decks, they all go away July 1st. That's how it's been programmed. So there is no way you could end up getting a. I can't even imagine what the best roll would be for this set, but you could be getting anything best possible outcome. These decks, as far as I've been told, they all go away. So we're just going to enjoy them while we can. And now I'm a little worried that this Brigade Carrier is just going to be able to keep moving down the line. Oh, nice. Replacing it with a Batter Hide that's going to push my creature back. Buff up the other one. That's a really good start for Gawgeous. Yeah. Dang. Oh. Well, I can at least stabilize to bring something back to its printed, but that's not going to do me a whole lot of good right now. And then I get to move it again. Oh, you monster. Okay. Whew. So I'm going to want to get this online, the Metamind Warden. I'm going to be taking a lot of damage right here. So, Metamind Warden. And then see if I can coax another movement. Ah. Yes, this is going to be a problem. Because I can stabilize, get that down. But then that's going away. Whew. Or I buff everything up, that's still not going to be good. Yeah, Raidus, I understand that side of it, but it'd be cool if there was a way to. Yeah. Yep. I've gotten that a lot, that it would be cool if there's a way to keep these decks. There's not. Whew. So I can give something reduced attack like this. And then because this is exalted, I can go like that. And then I can Portotron to have those switch. So at least I keep my important things alive, but take 12 damage still. Okay. Hmm. This chain lightning is good. Uh, yeah, Radis, that feedback has been sent up many times. Yep, they understand, but the way that they wanted to do it was just give people a free taste. And if you like a combo or something like that, or a few specific cards, unless it is a very rare betrayer, you're likely to find that again. You then you just kind of have to hunt for it a little bit. Hmm. Place a creature, you may play level 1 Exalt for free. Deal some damage to one of mine to deal more to yours. Upgrading. Well, I need to get a lot of bodies out here, otherwise this is going to be a big problem. So I think I have to... Let's go like this and knock that down, because then I can go Alloyin Monolith to upgrade a level 1 card. And I think that actually has to be Chain Lightning right now, because I know the power of that one later on. And then I can be knocking that down even more. This deals damage with its health instead of attack. All right. So then we're going to go like this. And then have my shield droid give everybody a little bit of armor. Actually, I don't like putting it... Well, I need to keep creatures around. Otherwise, it's going to be a runaway board state. So I don't mind taking 4 more damage. Oh, researching Juggernaut. Nice. That's cool. That's going to be tough to deal with. Okay, so Outwit. Uh, I get to choose an enemy creature. It strikes another enemy creature of my choice. So that can hopefully start to bring a little bit of balance here. And my opponent's Forgeborn is... Oh, this is a Blighted Ironbeard. We might be able to see that artwork come into play. Okay, well, enough of these shenanigans. I think we're going to go like this and have this Firebranding Brawler or battle the opposing creature. And then, because one of my creatures was destroyed this turn, that creature, then I get to deal 6 damage to the enemy player. All right, and I got to figure out what to do here about this researching Juggernaut. Oh my. Yeah, that's a nasty combo there. Because now, yep. Oof. Well, and then playing Sovereign Pillars to make that exalted again. Oh, jeez. Go easy on me, Gawgeous. Oh. Okay, well, now I need to have that strike there. So at least I got rid of a creature there. Hmm. Yikes. And the Sovereign Pillars, at the start of the turn, if you have a creature in this lane, put an energy counter on this. Then if there are three or more, transform it. Okay. So as long as there's a creature still there, they're accomplishing that goal. Do I want to? Well, I have to. Come on. So I want to put my Metamind Warden here and then give that Juggernaut minus uh-oh. Give it minus attack as best I can. Is this Alloyin Monolith going to help me at all? Give your creature in this lane plus 6 armor, then destroy this. Yeah, that's not going to help me at all. Oh, without hard removal here, I am in a world of hurt. So disintegrate again doesn't matter if I'm the one playing first. Portatron isn't really gonna help me right now. I think my best option is probably going like this. Energy surge there. I'm going to upgrade disintegrate. And then we're going to give my creature's armor right now. But I think I'm going to put that engineer in place of the gizmo. Yeah, it won't get the +2. And God just keeps pumping up that creature. Oh. So I still get more. Mobility isn't going to matter a whole lot for this. But now I think I probably need to use this in order to keep that creature alive. Oh, and that Juggernaut. Yeah. This again, I don't know how much I can stress the importance of hard removal. Fun tricks are great, but hard removal is so important to this game because now I've got this big creature here that all I can really do is just wait and try to keep this lane filled. And that's not a great feeling. So I wonder if I can Metamind Overseer and Stabilizing Prophet to put something big enough in the way. Because its original stats are a 3/2. And it will have armor. If you have a robot. Ah, that is a robot. Okay. So I think I can go like this and put a Mega Gizmo here, and hopefully Gawgeous doesn't destroy that Mega Gizmo. I'll be okay if that isn't destroyed. But that is a really cool combo. Because the researching modifier is a rare modifier, but the Juggernaut is a common creature. So I'm going to go like this. And Gawgeous is probably bummed out about that, but I get to stabilize to return it to its printed abilities, or printed attack and health. and wipe that level 1 creature off the board. I had to divert a lot of resources to other places, and that was very punishing. Okay. Well, I think I might be able to get this to work, and we're going to need it to work. So I'm going to use my Forgeborn ability, Gathering Storm. When you play a spell this turn, you can deal 5 damage to a creature or player. And then I will lead off with Chain Lightning. So I get to play a spell and then deal 5 damage to... Well, and every time I play a spell then, I get to be dealing... Or every time I play a spell this turn, I'm dealing 5 damage to a creature or player. But then every time one of my creatures gains attack, I can deal 2 damage to the enemy player. So the way that this is going to work out is I'm going to roll that into Burnout and be able to deal hopefully a lot of damage to the enemy player at this point. And we're going to see if that's going to be enough of a burst to turn the tide of this. And Raidus, yep. Like in the last tourney I was in, opponent got a 100/100 Arborist. Before it could attack, I hit it with Ironbeard's set attack to 0. Yep, that Forgeborn ability still took up a lane, but it wasn't killing anything. Yeah, that's brilliant. All right. So I get to give the Spell Swarm plus attack because I played a spell. I get to deal 2 damage to the enemy player for each creature that gained attack. Well, that was technically 5 times of that. And I would like to keep this Spell Swarm alive, if possible. So I'm going to throw that there and then deal 2 more damage to my opponent. So I've got a couple of creatures, and then I have to be blocking this Behemoth because that is dealing damage with its health and not attack. And no, so is this one. Shield Slam to deal 8 damage. Oh, if he, yep, right there. So that's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not good. And now we've got our Blighted Ironbeard. Okay. So I have to figure out a way to be blocking all 4 of these lanes. Because any of these creatures could take me out. Yeah. Well, I can survive all this. It's not going to be great, but I can do it. Now, if Gawgeous is able to give anything breakthrough, then it's going to be a GG. Okay. Still just keeping everything big and upgrading and... and then that's going to take me out there because this is... That can't be damaged this turn. And give a bunch of armor there. All right, so not looking good because I'm going to need to continue to be filling all these lanes or be able to somehow deal 13 damage straight up to my opponent's face. Firebranding Brawler. I wouldn't take that out, and I would die. Stabilizing would be nice, but it's not going to be good enough because it's not actually going to take anything out. And that is not going to give it increase my board state at all. So I think we are going to start here and stabilize that. But because I can't actually play because I can't actually play two more creatures, I think I'm done. I think I lose. Yeah. So, even if I go this here, battle the opposing creature, still have the 4 from that Brigard Carrier coming through. Yep, so it doesn't matter what they do. Still got that 4 damage coming through, and then got a little extra more with that. Yeah, that was a good first game. All right. Well, now I know what I'm working with. And I need to figure out if I can cobble together some hard removal for it for my opponent's deck because I had to dedicate too many resources to trying to withstand one or two big creatures when targeted hard removal can take care of that. So I'm going to, uh, because this is the best of 3, I'm going to see what this deck can do. I know that there are options here. Chain lightning burn. God just said, "Good game." Chain lightning burnout. Big owie. Yeah, that's the point. But it took too many resources for me to try to undo what you were doing. So that was definitely a good game. I was outplayed there, and now God just starts playing first. Oh, here we go. That researching juggernaut again. Well, I can get the Metamind Warden online. Get that one started up. I think that's how I'm going to start. And I'll be able to either do the Alloyin Monolith to ready it. Aha. So now I have to go like this, give it -2 attack, play Alloyin Monolith, but it doesn't have to be in that lane. I'll upgrade my Brigard Carrier. I get to ready this, and then knock it down to 1 attack. So we'll be doing 1 damage to each other. It's a very odd mirror there. Okay. Unstable Vortex into Burnout, and then the Unstable Vortex might be able to take this out before it becomes too big. I think that's the route that I'm going to go. And then very own Metamind Warden. Okay. All right. And now I don't like that even if I were to destroy this unstable vortex, it still wouldn't take out this juggernaut. So I'm just gonna keep it. And now, oh no, another thing I have to really answer. Because now that Tremorsaur is going to get 8 attack. Oh man. Okay. That Brawler's not going to do me a whole lot of good. And now my Warden is just going to be sitting there taking no damage from. Well, now it will be taking a few damage. That's a really good combo. And then knock that down to nothing as well. Okay, so I can. This Flamestoker Ritual deal 4 damage to one of my creatures, deal 8 damage to an enemy creature. I have to do that. So I'll deal 4 damage there to deal 8 damage. I have to do it. I don't know how many more opportunities Gawgeous has to be buffing something up, but I do know I need to get those things. Ugh. No, let's go like that. And then those two get buffed up a little bit. Okay, so I've got options. If I play another spell, then this will be big enough to that unstable vortex will be big enough to take out anything my opponent wants to do. Hmm. And the Alloyin monolith would give it 6 armor. That's the best option I have for removal at this point. Okay, because Metamind scientist, but that doesn't matter. What if we go like this and play a gizmo over here? Then I will pop that for the 6 armor. And we can go this to give -2 attack there. Okay. So we're leading when it comes to doing damage. We've got now 2 threats that are on the board. Ouch, that 15's a lot. But I have my outwit to have an enemy creature striking another enemy creature my choice. So I got that I can be using to my advantage. And I've got Drone Hive now, which is a nice little slay ability, but I don't have anything that's really going to slay too much. I think I need to Metamind Overseer. And no, let's do this first. Minus the attack. Then we're going to Metamind Overseer and then put the Mega Gizmo there. And we're going to see if Gawgeous puts a creature into play. Because if they do, then I can use my Outwit to have this Tremorsaur work to my advantage. Oh, good call there. Okay. So I do think I have to Outwit, have this damage there. And I'll disintegrate here, buffing up my unstable vortex enough to then destroy it to take out the Tremorsaur. So it's using a lot of resources, a lot of juggling, but oh, Gawgeous. Oh, dang it, Gawgeous. Right into another one. And then that is going to get pumped up a lot, but I'm okay with that at this point because that meant that I dealt 13 damage to my opponent. And now we get to see what I can come up with 4 creatures and the Alloyin monolith. I think I might have to put the monolith in this lane and then... Ooh. Oh, no. Dang, Juggernaut again. Well, we might need to do the Brawler on top of the Mega Gizmo so then I can survive that. Yeah. Mega Gizmo, give it +6/+6. Have it battle the opposing creature because I need to get rid of that right away. And then didn't have anything get destroyed. So there we go. Okay. Oh, and then Arrogant Assassin. Okay. So I would prefer not to be taking 13 there. I think I can Portotron. You replace a creature, you may play a level 1 Exalt for free. I think if I Portatron and swap that there, then I can at least do a bunch of damage and not take an exorbitant amount coming back, and then try to get rid of that. Screwsroo. Hey, the SolForge devs are on. Well, I'm not a dev. I am merely I'm the guy that does events and organized play. Ooh, so I got some options here. 5 damage to one of your creatures until 10 damage to an enemy creature. And I got stabilizing as an option as well. And burnout. So I am part of the team, but I am merely a just a contributing member. Still good to see you brought amazing games. Thank you. Yeah, it's really fun to be a part of this team. It is an incredible game, and oh no, that's useless. And I uh, love playing and showing off the new stuff that this game can do. So we're gonna stabilize that Tremorsaur before that gets too big and bad. Event coordinator, more or less, mostly less. But yeah, that's. And then we got two fighting with wet noodles here. Yeah, take that, Tremor Sore. You only get two. All right, but now I got Gathering Storm. And I just missed what came up with once Ironbeard became blighted. When this is transformed, okay. The next creature you play this turn can't be dealt damage this turn. Okay. And I have my Gathering Storm. When you play a spell, this turn deal 5 damage to a creature or player. Okay. Hmm. So I am okay with getting my creatures taken down because if I get that lightning, uh, what's the one I'm looking for? Lightning ritual. We got so many lightning ones. Chain lightning. Then I can end this match right here. So let's put unstable vortex there. I tried, lol. Yeah. Oh, and then behemoth. Yeah, events coordinator. Yeah, I'm the one that's heading up Gen Con. I'm in charge of organized play. 3, 6, 9, 12. Damage going at something. Okay, that makes sense. And put that down to 0. Sure. Deal 5 damage to me. Or to my creature. Yeah, I can get behind that. To deal 10 damage to. Actually, you've been a real pain. So I could be taking 21. No, I can't worry about pain. I have to do what's going to be right. And what's going to be right is that move there. And if I end up getting Chain Lightning, then, and I did, then I think that this is going to be a good game. Because I get to Chain Lightning there. Deal 5 damage, and then 2 damage to the enemy player. And then I'll be able to do Burnout, and that should be able to finish off Gawgeous. Yeah, and I think he's just letting it happen. Because I need to give a couple of creatures increased attack in order to be able to deal the damage, but I think giving it to 2 is going to be enough. Yep, and there we go. Good game. And now we go to the all important rubber match, the game 3. Has anybody out there who's watching right now, have you tried to start playing some of set 3? What are some of the favorite combos or cards that you've been playing with so far? I want to hear what other people are enjoying from the last winter. All right, and I'm on the play this time. Let's see, that brawler isn't great for right now. Giant isn't great at the first level, but it will be a body to be reckoned with at level 2. I don't like having just a singular or an exalt that all it is just occupying a lane. Well, this is going to show my opponent that I don't have a whole lot right now, so I'm trying to play for the future. And I think being able to get a larger body in the level 2 version is going to be to my benefit. And Solimer, the Witch King, need more streams throughout the day would make work much more enjoyable. Glad I could be of service a little bit. Yeah, I won't be able to be streaming 12 hours, well, technically 11 hours from now, because I will be running the sealed event that's going on tonight at 7 o'clock Central Daylight Savings Time. $5 event. You sign up, and then you're able to get the last winter a sealed booster for $5. If you win 2 or 3 matches, it's just 3 rounds. Then you get to keep your decks for free. If you don't, then reach out to me immediately after the event, and I can send you an invoice. So then you'll be able to pay $10 or half price for these decks in order to keep them. And and then everybody wins. I get to run an event that a lot of people show up for, and then you all get a chance to be winning your decks, which is great. Have someone do a midday stream, and yeah, well, yeah, it would be cool to be getting other Stoneblade employees on. I know that a lot of them have other commitments throughout the day that they have to attend to, where community outreach and stuff like that is more of my forte. Wait, what's happening? Oh, glad you asked. So we are running sealed events every week, multiple events a week, at least in the month of June, for the last winter. So if you're going on the events page, we have a sealed event that is 7 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time tonight. And then there's one that is noon tomorrow. And you can sign up for both of them if you'd like. And it's $5 to join. I will give you a code for a sealed booster. And then you just play with those 4 half decks for this event. If you win 2 or 3 of your 3 matches, then you get to keep your decks for free. If you win 0 or 1 matches, then your decks would normally get reclaimed and then you lose them forever, but you can buy them from me after the event for $10. Okay, so now I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Everflame Spirit. I don't know if that's quite going to help me with what I'm trying to do here. So I think I might need to stabilizing profit and stabilize that. And then I might do a spell, so then my spell sprite will at least chase down their gizmo unless they replace it. But it'd still be cool considering like the release week should be celebrated. Need to get Justin Gary on here again. Yeah. So the $10 for the sealed deck would be after the event. So it'd be $10 on top of that. Now I got to get that not so big and scary. Well, I think then that has to be the shield droid. But then I get chased down twice. Oh, Gawgeous, well played. But I know that can be wrecking me a lot. And I don't have other great options. Uh, Grimmel. I've been away for a while. Did they change their mind about doing digital only product? Yeah, they did start to implement digital only product because we wanted to get this game out to many more people around the world, and through this digital client it's much more streamlined to be able to have digital only decks And it's not like that they're going to stay digital only forever. We do have the opportunity down the line to try to do print on demand. So then you will be able to, if you find a really awesome digital deck that you like, you'll be able to print it and then have a physical copy of it as well. The logistics of that are beyond what I know, but that is something that is definitely part of the future plan. Yeah. So if you find a really cool digital only half deck, then you'll be able to end up purchasing it, or not purchasing it, but you could be printing it, sending it off to a print on demand, and then later down the line be able to have it like mailed to you. And I don't know the logistics of it, but it is possible. Let's try this. I haven't been able to play Drone Hive in either of the first two rounds of this. So we're going to see if this is going to help. Oh, and then Metamind Warden is going to decrease the attack there again. Oh, nope. That also works. Drone Hive, I really like that with the Necrium card, the Dark Shaper Savant. But I didn't get a Dark Shaper Savant here, so I wasn't able to. Uh, oh no, just given, just crushing me with that minus attack. I'm trying to join, but the checkout is glitched on the SolForge Fusion events page. If you're still having trouble, Screwsroo, can't put my card for the ticket, so we all get random decks. Yes, you will get a booster. I have codes that then I direct message you. So you reach out to me on Discord prior to the event, and then I shoot you a code that then you'll redeem in the digital client, and you'll get 4 half decks that pop up, and then those are the 4 you get to use for this event. Oh, that's right. Hmm. So I think I'm going to try to set up having these two Metamind Wardens take each other out. And Screwsroo, if you are having trouble registering for the event, reach out to me prior to it, and we will see if we can work something out. Like if you're still having issues in a few hours, let me know, and then I can help you through it. So just reach out to me on Discord. I'm Jurch, and I'll be able to help you out. Help you out there. Okay. Gross. So I want to Forgeborn ability because it's striking though. Ugh. I don't like that it's striking. I've only got 4. Okay. So I can go like this, giving each of those 2 attack, or giving each of them increased attack. And then I get to play a gizmo. There. I can have an enemy creature strike another enemy creature. But then I'm still not going to be able to do enough damage. Because oh, Gawgeous, you got that lined up. Is there new art in the most recent set? Yes, there are new art, new cards. How do I want to do this? So if I strike there and then have that. Okay. So it doesn't matter which one I do have strike, provided now that this is destroyed to take out that. Okay. And I take 8 damage, which isn't great. I lose a creature. Hey, what do Exaltas do again? I just got backer pack. So Exalted are just if there is an exalt in that lane for you. If there's an exalt in that lane, then that creature is technically exalted. Then it unlocks that ability. So sometimes it's a deploy ability, sometimes it is an activate ability, but no matter what, it's just if there is a creature with, or if there is an exalt in that lane. Okay. Let's go like this. And then start to deal some damage there. Actually, I'm going to move it to that one to force them to replace that gizmo instead of continually just doing 4 damage to me with it. And then replacing, so that gets buffed up a little bit. And then being able to play a level 1 spell for free. Oh, nice. And then upgrading, so then the warden gets to ready again. Yeah, Gawgeous, this is well tuned. But I get to disintegrate to deal 8 damage to a creature that came into play this turn. So I'll deal the 8 damage there. And then each of those elementals gain attack when I play spells. And then those get to deal damage to the enemy player based on Chain Lightning. So, and that Metamind Warden knocks down that Spell Sprite again. And then that Behemoth. Ugh. I'm getting tired of Shard Plate Behemoth. Too big. Too big. Let's see. So now I've got this Ardent Giant that is going to be big enough to tango with whatever my opponent's throwing out there, at least for right now. And I do have this Flamestoker ritual to deal 4 damage to one of my creatures, to deal 8 damage to the opposing creature, or to an enemy creature. So I'm doing okay on that front. And Shield Droid at level 2 activate to give my creatures 2 armor. 6, 7, 8, which then would keep that alive. I mean, it would, yeah, it would trade still, but I'd be able to keep it alive with some other things I'd be doing. Excuse me. Hmm. No, I think we're gonna put the shield droid in the drone hive lane, activate it to give armor to my creatures. And that's going to, yep, get buffed up there so it lives. Ugh. But that doesn't improve my situation at all. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Might as well four to do 8 like that. Yeah. And I still won't be in a great position. 19. Huh. Do we know how long of a gap they're planning to have between sets at this point? I don't know what the calendar is going to look like. I know that there were things outside of Stoneblade's control that led to the the year long wait between releasing sets 2 and sets 3, because set 3 was ready some time ago. It was with printers and the logistics on that side of things, and that was very frustrating, but it was something that was beyond Stoneblade's control. uh I do know that they are working multiple sets ahead, as most card games are. So I know that the next set or stuff that they're going to be releasing is going to be at a faster pace than what we've seen between sets 2 and 3. And I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to spoil anything beyond that. But it will be coming out much faster than waiting a year. Okay. Let's go like this. And what was the original printed on that? A 3/4? That's not that much. But it is something. Staying out of trouble is overrated. Keeping your job is not overrated. Yeah, and I'd prefer to keep my job. And it's more fun that way too. It's more fun when there's a little bit of mystery, but it's not completely devoid of knowing what's going on. So sets will be coming out at a more frequent pace. So at this point, I could deal 5 damage to one of mine to deal 10 to an enemy. Wait, but that says give the next creature you play this turn plus 7 health. Gross. Let's just force it there then. All right. And Portatron is going to switch with something to then trade there, not take any damage there. Okay. And I am down to 12 health. So, again, unless I can be filling up 4 lanes, it puts me at a very poor situation. I can combat that, and then I might have to use my Forgeborn and Burnout. Okay. So deal 5. So I'm still technically alive, but I've got 2 health and I don't have any tricks left. Ah. And I still have 3 out of these lanes that I have to fill. Okay, chain lightning. Okay, but that doesn't. So I'm looking for a ways to give me multiple creatures of play, and I don't have that. I don't have a way to be playing multiple creatures. So I think this one belongs to Gawgeous. Yep. Because at most, any of these, I could be playing one more creature. Yeah. And even Drone Hive, get to play Gizmo Minion, or Energy Surge at level 1 is playing a Gizmo Minion. That can't even deal damage. There. So I still would take 5 damage. And that would be the end of that. Yeah, good games from God just there. And then just flipping them for good measure. Yeah, I that definitely I didn't have the hard removal in this pairing that I needed to answer some really good threats that God just was putting out through all 3 games. And I'm starting to think that maybe the second one was the anomaly. So that was really fun. Let's see what God just had to say on that. And I think I might fuse a new one. What was the Necrium one again? Did that have any more removal? It did a little bit. Yeah, God just said, "Good game, my man. Your combo is sick when the stars align." I thank you. I would agree. Uh, but I don't like relying on combos or having the stars align. That's not a it's not a consistent route to success. So yeah, it was good games. It was super fun. I am going to see. God, just do you by chance have time for one more, or do you got to get going with the start of your day? Because if you have time for one more, I will want to try this out. Unamas for the fans. Phantom 2. All right, so I'm doing a different Phantom version to see if this has a little bit more either board state or removal. All right. I think that this might have a little bit more, and we will see what if this can accomplish what I'm looking to do. And I love putting on kind of these demonstrations for people so they get to see if you're trying to do a sealed event, what to look for. All right. Right off the rip. Well, I know I can't have that stick around. So we're just going to energy surge and upgrade the Vile Amoeba. And I've got a couple options. Give an enemy creature -2 attack. Ha! It's going to get replaced. Joke's on you. And I actually kind of like how that works out because this Devourer then gets +2/+2. And I'm just going to give the opposing creature -2/-2, which goes around the armor. So then it just kind of wipes it out. And I'll still take that 4 damage, and that's going to continually be annoying and punishing. But I'm okay with where I'm at right now. And I can be doing the exact same thing back to you. Ha ha! Did I play the original game? The original SolForge? I did not. I actually got into SolForge Fusion because my brother-in-law played the original SolForge game, and at the time he found the Kickstarter for SolForge Fusion and said, "All right, I'm gonna make you play this game, and we're both gonna get good at it, and we're gonna enjoy it." As like, okay, I I can't disagree with that. That's flawless logic. So he played a lot of the original SolForge, and he played this game a whole lot until life kind of got in the way. But him and I played this game relentlessly together, the physical version of SolForge Fusion a few years ago. Yeah, second gen. Yep. All right. So I think I can go like this, upgrade a card in my hand, then discard it. Let's upgrade Cersei's Call. Yes. And ready this. So then I can give that -attack. And then the monolith, give that armor. So then I will be surviving through this to continue to ping that down. I missed the first game. Yeah. Yeah, I heard the original was great. Okay. Let's see. So that doesn't actually matter. Give one of your creatures mobility this turn. That's not going to be doing me much good. So I think let's just put a big body out that I don't mind if it dies. Yeah. And I don't mind if it loses attack either, because that's mostly meant to just be a big body that then can deal damage to the enemy player. Ooh, Shroudthorn Splicer. That's a good combo. And then that's going to go up to 10/10. Nice. But let's try to put the kibosh on some of that. Like this here. Oh, Screwzaroo, so you were able to get into today's sealed event. That's good. Awesome. 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 Then make sure that you join the Discord, the official online events Discord, and that's where all the information is disseminated and all that good stuff. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking a little bit. 3, 6, and that. Okay. So I can give that down to 0. And then I've got my other metamind there. Okay. So my synaptic siphon, give a creature -4 attack, give a creature +4 attack. That might come into play. Possibly right now. There we go. Energy Surge. Upgrade a card in your hand. I think I'm going to do Circe's Call. And then I get to ready both of those Metamind Wardens because I upgraded a card in my hand. Then I'm just going to be popping this down a little bit more. And have that Brigard Carrier go down a little bit too. Now I think going to give a creature -4 attack and a creature +4 attack. So then Gawgeous quits with that attack hate for me. Because it's so annoying. Spirit Charm. Oh, and they got a Spirit in place. You'll be able to do 2 of those abilities. This is a set 2 card. Give one of your creatures +4 health. Exhaust a creature and it gets Defender this turn. Deal 5 damage to an exhausted enemy creature. So there we go. Yep. Just did the last 2 abilities on this Metamind Wardens, and that one gets to... Oh no, it was already exhausted. So it's just dealing damage to an exhausted creature and then giving that creature +4 health. Okay. I read you. Ooh. And that's just going to knock mine all the way down. That's not great. Let's see. If I can give the opposing creature -3/-3. And Sacrifice Chamber's a good one. I don't have a lot of great options right here. So I think... I'll go Sacrifice Chamber there. Not good. Okay. So I can do this. Give an enemy creature -3 attack. And then I can Horrific Devourer there to have this grow and give the opposing creature -3/-3, which then triggers that slay. And I could destroy this level 1 exile to destroy a level 1 enemy creature, but there's only one because that's level 2, right? Yeah. So there's no real benefit to destroying that. I'll just end up taking the 12 damage. Yeah. Okay. So with this Stalking Reaper, that could be comboing here with this Sacrifice Chamber. Because that creature is getting a Slay ability. I like that. I like that. I can't do much with it right now, but in general, I like that. Now I need something that is going to be able to survive this -3 attack. And I don't have anything that will. So we're going to go like this. Put Zimus there first. And we're going to see it. Hopefully, it'll block there twice. Aha. Smart move not activating this yet to see what my second play is going to be. As much as I like Drone Hive, I don't know if it's going to be very useful to me in this match. So we might need to go here. And then like that. And we'll see what my opponent's coming up with. Because I'm not really in the position where I want to be giving up 8 health by playing the Alloyin Monolith in an open in a lane like this. Gotcha. And then that'll ready. And then probably dealing giving the ooze -3 attack. So then they'll win that trade. Yep, that makes sense. Makes sense. I got Zimus coming back there. It should only be at. Should not be at 11. That'll be fixed. Yep, there we go. Okay. So right now I've got. But then now they've got 2 Metamind Overseers to just be reducing all of my creatures' attack. Oh, and that's just gonna destroy something. Okay. Well played. I think I need to go like this to bump those back, and then they lose all printed abilities. So then Gawgeous can't be using that Metamind Warden to ping down the attack of something of mine. And then I am able to oppose this down here. And I've got another robot in play, so I get to do a Mega Gizmo minion. So I'll do a Mega over there, and then I'll put my Metamind Warden on top of that. Oh my. Well, that was fun while it lasted. It was a great, grand old game plan. But I'm still going to be taking 18 damage. Okay, now what can I do? Devouring Spirit isn't going to be any good because I've got filled lanes. Immortal Echoes. Upgrade a level 1 card in your discard pile. You may give a creature -2/-2. If this destroys you, you may upgrade a level 1 card in your discard pile. Well, I'm not... It's not going to be able to destroy a creature. But I still can do this to give this -5. And then play Immortal Echoes to upgrade a level 1 card. And give a creature -2/-2. I might as well go there and just keep knocking this down. That being said, if Gawgeous has any upgrade synergy or any upgrading cards, then that is a pipe dream because then that is reducing this attack by 16, so it'd be down to 0. Yeah, I would not be surprised if it comes back and does that exact back to me. What was this originally? 17/5. I don't want that. Oh, but I can stabilize my own creature. Yeah, let's stabilize my own. And we'll see if that'll be able to work for us. An Alloyin Monolith goes so well because now it gets to upgrade a level 1 card. They did have a level 1 card in the hand. Get to ready both of those to then giving -8 attack to more of my things. That should probably get a -5. Yep. Yeah. Not great. So I have the Devourer at my disposal. I do have a spirit, so they could take out. Yep. And there's nothing else I can really do with 5 lanes going 5 wide like that. So this one I think performed better and is more likely to be reliable. But it still was unable to uh, keep up. Not going to destroy my Exalt because that would do me no good. And yeah, just whittling that down. But I can't block 4 lanes. So this will be it. Just doing the juggling on it, or Stalking Reaper could be fun, but all right, yeah. So there you have it. What to kind of be looking for in sealed for some of these. And hopefully I'll see y'all in now approximately 10 hours. If you've got any questions, reach out to me. I'm Jurch on the Discord. You can check out the events, SolForgeFusion.com. If the event tonight doesn't work, we've got another one tomorrow at noon. We have a qualifier for Worlds at on Saturday. So that is qualifying for the in-person World Championships, which is taking place at Gen Con, which is August 1st through the 4th. Thank you, Gawgeous, for the great games. Let's see. Let's throw it to my information page. So check out all of these resources for where you can be getting more information. If you scan that QR code, it takes you just to an interactable version of this page here that you're looking at. So you can go to the Stoneblade website to check out all their games, including You Gotta Be Kidding Me, which is launching in a couple of days. It's a Target exclusive. SolForge Fusion, that website, that's where everything lives for this game, where you can find lore, events, you can get to know the Forge Guardians. There's so many things that are available on that website for you. Check out On Forge, our monthly YouTube show, where we go over Stoneblade news from across the spectrum of Stoneblade games, not just SolForge Fusion, but we do focus on SolForge Fusion. We also have Lucas Lewinter and I. He's the one that usually runs the Wednesday night stream. He is on, and him and I actually this week battled using some The Last Winter. So if you want to check out another match, you can go check that out. Join our Discord. If you're looking to be playing in any of the online events, you'll want to join the official online events Discord. If you want the link to that or an invite, again, just reach out to me or anybody in the community and they'll be able to get that for you. Follow us on Twitter for updates, news, and announcements. And find the digital client on Steam. Leave us a review, because the more positive reviews we get on there, the more exposure this game gets, and the algorithm really starts to kick into gear and help this game reach the masses. As always, thank you so much, Gawgeous. Thank you, everybody who was with me this morning. And I will see you tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the next stream, or tonight if you are going to be participating in the sealed event. Take care, everybody, and enjoy some more SolForge Fusion.